Once upon a time, on a worn and dusty roadside, sat a blind old man with his empty hat. His world was silent, not from a lack of sound, but from the indifference of the bustling crowd. By his side, a small board rested, bearing the simple words, "I am blind, please help me." Day after day, people passed by. Some glanced at him briefly. Most did not at all. His presence seemed invisible in a world too busy to care. The few coins in his hat were rare reminders of the kindness of strangers, yet they were far from enough to meet his needs. One morning, as the city stirred to life, a young man on his way to work noticed the blind man. Something about the old man's helpless posture and quiet dignity tugged at his heart. The young man knelt down, placed a few coins into the hat, but he didn't leave immediately. His gaze shifted to the board, and an idea struck him. Without a word, the young man picked up the board, turned it around, and wrote something new on the back. He placed it back in its position, smiled at the old man, and went on his way. A miracle unfolded. As people walked by, their attention was caught by the words on the board. They slowed down, read the new message, and suddenly felt compelled to stop. Coins began to pour into the blind man's hat. By midday, his hat was filled with more coins than he had seen in weeks. For the first time in years, his face brightened with hope. Later that afternoon, the young man returned along the same path. The old man recognized his footsteps and called out to him, "Young man, are you the one who changed my board this morning? My hat is overflowing with kindness today. What did you write on it?" The young man smiled and sat beside him. In a gentle voice, he replied, "I didn't change the truth, sir. I simply shared it differently. Your board said, 'I am blind. Please help me.' I wrote, 'Today is a beautiful day, but I cannot see it.'" The old man sat in silence, a deep understanding settling over him. His board had been asking for help, but the new words touched people's hearts, inviting them to feel his loss and see his world from his perspective. This story reminds us, words are more than sounds or letters. They carry the power to touch hearts, transform emotions, and inspire action. The young man's thoughtful choice of words didn't just describe the old man's blindness. It brought his reality into the hearts of those who read it. Let's reflect on another inspiring incident from history, the story of Thomas Edison and the letter from his school. When Thomas Edison was a young boy, he was curious and full of energy. However, he often got into trouble at school because his teachers found him difficult to handle. One day, Edison brought home a sealed letter from his school and handed it to his mother, Nancy Edison. "My teacher asked me to give this to you," he said. He didn't know what was written inside, but followed his teacher's instructions. Nancy opened the letter, read it silently, and tears welled up in her eyes. "Mother, what's wrong? What does the letter say?" Thomas asked, concerned. Gathering herself, Nancy smiled and read the letter aloud to her son. She said, "This letter says, 'Your son is a genius. This school is too small for him, and we don't have enough good teachers to train him. Please educate him yourself.'" Nancy hugged Thomas and told him he was special and capable of achieving great things. From that day on, she decided to homeschool him. She encouraged his curiosity and love for learning, laying the foundation for the brilliant inventor he would later become. Years later, after Nancy's passing, Thomas Edison found that very letter tucked away among her belongings. Curious, he opened it and read the original words. To his shock, the letter didn't praise him at all. Instead, it said, "Your son is mentally ill and cannot be taught at this school anymore. We recommend that you withdraw him immediately." Edison was deeply moved and teared up. He realized his mother's love and belief in him had changed everything. She had replaced the cruel words with words of hope, giving him the confidence to become one of the greatest inventors in history. Reflecting on his mother's unwavering belief in him, He wrote in his journal, "Thomas Alva Edison was a mentally ill child whose mother turned him into the genius of the century." This powerful story shows us words have the power to change someone's life. Nancy Edison's loving words changed her son's destiny forever. So, my friends, words are like seeds. They grow into actions and shape the world around us. They can heal or hurt, inspire or discourage. A kind word can give hope, whereas a hurtful word can destroy confidence. Your words have the power to change someone's life, just as they did for the blind man and Thomas Edison. When we choose our words carefully, we hold the power to create a ripple effect of kindness, hope, and positivity. So always think before you speak. Choose words that spread love, kindness, and positivity. Use your words to lift people up and show them their true potential. So, what words are you choosing today? Are they building someone up or tearing them down? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found these stories inspiring, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that touch the heart and spark change. Also, share it with someone who needs a reminder of the impact they can make with their words. Together, let's create a world where our words bring hope, healing, and transformation. Know the power of your words. Let your words be a light in someone else's darkness. Remember, every word you speak has the power to create change. So, use them wisely, because the words you choose today can change someone's tomorrow. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.